This is Lawrence, a Hawaiian monk seal, native to the northern islands of Hawaii. During the early 1900s, his population flourished, but as the 19th century progressed, monk seals were hunted by humans for their pelts, and thus their numbers dwindled to near extinction. Their endangered status was recognized by the 1950s, but not until the 1970s was direct help afforded to monk seals by U.S. legislation. This aid included reducing the impacts of fisheries and reducing marine pollution, but neither of these actions were well enforced, resulting in the species' current state. Today, the Hawaiian monk seal is the second most endangered species in the world, and is listed as depleted, endangered, and critically endangered, based on national and international criteria. Since 1998, the total population has declined 4% yearly to approximately 1,100 animals. Hawaiian monk seals are predators of a wide variety of reef fish, squid, and crustaceans, making them crucial to population control. Also, seals are hunted by larger shark species and orcas, so in order to also protect these animals, seals must be saved. Seals cause no harm to the reefs or open waters they hunt in, but instead affect the ocean and quality of life for marine organisms positively by acting as food for larger organisms and controlling the populations of smaller ones. Monk seals are supposed to live for 25 to 30 years, but due to pollution, few live that long. Seals have a slow reproductive rate and don't give birth until they reach 5 to 10 years old, making it difficult for population growth because seals don't survive until an age when they can reproduce. This has resulted in a low diversity gene pool, increasing the difficulty of establishing a healthy, growing population. Our trash and waste that is ending up in Hawaiian waters and beaches could potentially kill out the entire seal population. Human activities are, of course, the main cause of the suffering of these animals. Consumption of or entanglement in debris such as bottles, plastic packaging, bags, fishing line, or nets can have harmful or even fatal effects on these animals. Specifically, fishing activities leave large amounts of pollution in seal-inhabited waters when nets and fishing supplies are left in the ocean. In addition to directly causing harm to seals, fishing vessels pollute the coral reefs of monk seal habitats by leaked gas or debris that ends up overboard. The coral is degraded, eventually providing less food resources for the seals and the other organisms it consumes. Reefs are especially sensitive and susceptible to human pollution and overfishing. Overfishing also leaves little food supply for young seals. The following is a reenactment of how a seal may become entangled in waste left by fishing. After a long day of swimming, Lawrence is very hungry and spots the prey he will make into his next meal. He approaches the squid, but little does he know that the mistake of two fishermen will prevent him from feeding.
Let's go fishing today.
Great, let's go.
Man, do you think this smog in the water is gonna cause fish to get hurt?
No, I think we're good. The ocean will take care of it.
Oh, we're here.
Let's go fishing.
There's a lot of good fish out today.
Oh no, I think I caught a seal.
That's okay. There's plenty more seals out there. All right, let's head on home.
We clean up our stuff.
No, that's all right. No one's gonna get hurt from all this netting in the water.
That's true, it's just the ocean.
All right, let's head on back.
After hours of being entangled in the net, Lawrence dies with the careless fisherman fully to blame. Lawrence, who was a single mother with a heart of gold and a devotional love for her family, can never be replaced, and the fishermen will forever be cold-blooded, evil-worshipping murderers in the eyes of nature. Entanglement is the main threat pollution poses on Hawaiian monk seals. Seals' natural curiosity and hunting instincts lead them to become caught in trash such as fishing nets or wire, which happen to be the greatest threats of entanglement. Death by entanglement has led to the extremely low survival rates of seals. but poor hunting success is the second largest threat to seal survival. Poor hunting in seals is mainly due to their inability to find food and the fact that when they do find a rare prey, they are too weak due to undernourishment to successfully catch that organism. Overfishing by commercial fishing boats leave little food supply for young seals. The coral reefs where seals often find their food are especially sensitive and susceptible to human pollution and overfishing. Fishing vessels pollute the coral reefs of monk seal habitats by leaked gas or debris that ends up overboard. The coral is degraded, eventually providing less food resources for the seals and the other organisms it consumes. The debate over whether monk seals or Hawaii's large fishing industry holds more importance leads us to the question of whether we should support exploitation of nature or nature itself. Fisheries argue that it is more important to feed humans than save marine mammals, but this statement makes no sense, as the complete extinction of Hawaiian monk seals would affect other species in its ecosystem, possibly shrinking populations of species that are fish. Potentially, larger predators that normally feed on seals could begin feeding on fish that are sought after by fishermen, creating unwanted competition between a new species that could become endangered and humans. Also, seals forage for many types of organisms over wide areas to consume, and don't target those that fishermen desire, so there is no real competition between them in the first place. The only times that fishermen and seals actually clash is when the seals are headed to deeper waters to hunt where they spend much more time than in the reefs where boats are present. Due to conservation efforts, over 20% of the Hawaiian monk seal population is still alive. One example of conservation originates in Kalapa, which has become a productive pupping area for monk seals. The establishment of a birthing area in main Hawaiian Islands provides hope for the survival of the species. The Marine Mammal Center in San Pedro is a specific organization that has shown great efforts and success in helping Hawaiian monk seals. The center is located extremely close to our home and could be a place where you could volunteer to aid with the cause. This past spring, 2 Hawaiian monk seals were released back home after months of care and rehabilitation in California at the center. The Marine Mammal Center worked with NOAA Fisheries to carry out this project. Members of the center placed the rehabilitated seals into cages for transport by plane to Hawaii. This mode of transportation is the safest due to their need to be back in a large body of water quickly. The operation was successful in moving the animals safely back home, but how the seals will be able to survive in the wild will only be determined by future observation of these same seals. Current legislation that protects monk seals includes the Endangered Species Act, which enforces the protection of endangered seals by designating critical habitat boundaries to be protected, cooperation with state legislature and activities in relation to seals, and active recovery of the species through programs. Also, the Marine Mammal Protection Act enforces the protection of all seals within the United States. Lastly, state law in Hawaii makes it illegal to harm monk seals or their habitats. Unfortunately, the conservation efforts of groups such as the Marine Mammal Center and protection under current legislation will not matter if harm brought to seals is not completely prevented. Prevention is truly the only way to end this problem. In addition, Hawaiian monk seals are likely to go extinct unless adequate research and management programs are maintained, all sources of mortality are minimized, and an increase in the number of monk seals in the main Hawaiian Islands is promoted. Also, governmental requirements and processes cannot impede recovery actions, and a set of actions should be designed, funded, and implemented that will stop the decline in population sizes. The quality of life for man will drop without seals. Because science and interest will decline, we won't be able to cherish them anymore, it will cause more pollution, and there will be an imbalance of ecosystems. We should take note of the recent extinction of Caribbean monk seals as a forewarning of the possible fate of Hawaiian monk seals. If we can make successful conservation efforts and prevent actions that kill these animals, we can stop Hawaiian monk seals from becoming extinct, as the Caribbean monk seal has.